Hey, how you guys doing? So, this is we'll call this black spots on my house, all right? And this is actually a case study I did maybe 20 years ago. I do expert witness work, and let's just see what it's called. So this is called um, artillery fungus, sphaerobolus stellatus, also known as shotgun fungus, and cannon fungus. Basically, it likes it likes to live in rotted wood, mulch, pretty much. So this was a case where somebody spent a lot of money on a brand new house, and the black spots ruined their stucco, synthetic EIFS is stucco siding. And so I was hired to find out what it was and who to blame. Obviously, it was a lawsuit, and so what we did was we went back in time and found out who the landscaper was, and where they got their mulch from that they made. Well, make this long story short, this is what it looks like. That's my thumb right here. They're round, small pods, okay, and this is from a distance, and that's what happens. It puts little teeny spots, and that's a penny to show you how small the spots are. And that's what it looks like growing on a piece of mulch. That's right before it ejects, and that thing will shoot up at a 10,000. This thing right here at 10,000 horsepower, and of course the sprinkler system feeds it. So let's talk about this. Um, so if you have mulch, okay, and new mulch won't do this, but as the mulch gets older, it starts to biodegrade and rot. So sphaerobolus stellatus, or shotgun fungus, cannon fungus, pretty much is everywhere now. So the deer could bring it in, from the woods. The rabbits could bring it in. The wind could blow it from the neighbors. But it likes to have rotted mulch. So if you start mulching, you got to keep mulching, and you got to keep replacing the mulch. So I would say that, before you put down, let's say you put mulch down this year and next year, well, the mulch underneath's rotting. So if that gets up on top, then you're going to get this stuff. Now, this stuff isn't dangerous. This stuff isn't going to do anything to you other than, little spots on your house. Today, everybody's bothered. Everyone's got compulsive disorders. I mean, little spots on your house. I can't believe I took on this case. I'm an expert witness, and I do a lot of different cases up here in Cleveland. Well, not as many now. I'm 60, so I'm kind of backing off. But it's crazy because, I would go in and I studied the media coverage and find out when the first time, the landscaper should have known about this. They had coverage in these magazines, and if you looked at it on Google back then, this was probably 15 years ago. You would Google sphaerobolus stellatus or artillery fungus or shotgun fungus, and then there was journals. And I found out what the contractor, what he subscribed to, and was there an article in their journal like they should have known about this, right? So basically we blamed the contractor, and we blamed the landscaper for doing this to these people, and they actually removed the siding eventually and replaced it. But that's kind of crazy because guess what? You think it's going to come back? Yeah, probably. So, okay, what do we do about this problem? Well, we don't have to use mulch. We could put down fake grass, plastic astroturf, or concrete. Well, that'll stop anything from growing, right? Or we could plant ground cover, or we could put down filter fabric and just have little teeny holes with a couple of bushes coming up, and then maybe we could put stone there, or mulch. The thing is, the mulch has to be wet for this to happen and has to be rotting. So whatever we do, we could remove the old mulch and throw it in our compost and put new mulch down. That might do it, sure. But if the mulch ages and rots out, it will get these things, especially if you have a sprinkler system and you permit it to get wet. So, hey, real quick, I do have a service on www.com. www.houseinvestigations.com. Also, you can just Google Call Marko with a K. Call Marko with a question. Marko is with the K. Call Marko with a question, and we do have a small fee, $29. Try to solve your house problems. Been doing this for 40 years. I'm an engineer. I have all these environmental licenses, or I had. And if you have any house problems, mold problems, water problems, stain problems, anomalies that people can't figure out, hey, give me a call. You can also send me photos at clevelandmold@aol.com, or you can send them to my other. I'll provide those later if you decide that you want to use that service. So, shotgun fungus, artillery fungus, sphaerobolus stellatus, black spots on my house, and they don't. They don't wash off. Okay, now maybe you could scrape them off on brick. Maybe you could, I don't know, scrape them. I don't know if you want to scrape them off on ephes. If you wash them right when they shoot, a lot of times it's a tar, it's sticky, and you could wash it right away. But if you wait a day or two when the sun comes up and it heats, they don't come off. It's very difficult. And you could also repaint your siding. If it's wood siding, it'll paint over it. And basically they'll shoot 20 feet or more. They'll even shoot on your car if your car's parked next to them. So you see black spots on your car, you'll see it. And it says here, basically the cup inverts, it opens up, and 5 after that cup, you saw the cup opens up, it ejects violently at 1/10,000th of a horsepower force. It says it's visible for 10 feet, and that's what it looks like. Let's see here if I could zoom in. There we go. Zoom in a little bit more for you so you can see it. There it is. Sphaerobolus stellatus fungus. Look how small that is. And let's go. That's the spots. That's according to a penny. And there she is. That's somebody else's photograph. I found that 15, 20 years ago. And that's just about to erupt at 1/10,000th of a horsepower. Anyways, hey, thanks for coming on. Please like and share. Also, I have a bell. Hit the bell so you get my videos. Take care.